Now, 3 weeks ago, we were in Hartlepool on the deck of one of the magnificent ships taking part in the tall ships race across the North Sea.
Yeah, and this week they started arriving in Shetland for the final leg, and it's had a huge impact on the residents of the islands.
This is Lerwick, the capital of the Shetland Islands. 37 special vessels from all over the world are arriving here on the penultimate leg of this year's tall ships races. Over the past 6 weeks, the crews have sailed from the Netherlands to Hartlepool, over to Fredrikstad in Norway, and now here to Lerwick before the final leg back to Norway. The route changes every year, and Lerwick was last a host port 12 years ago. The locals are excited to have the ships back.
It brings a big buzz to the town, so it's a great event. We've got family come up to visit. Good stuff, I think.
I love it. I'm going to be working during the day and then I'm going to be partying at night time.
And there's one ship in particular they'll be celebrating, the Swan. Skippered by Shetlander born and bred Maggie Adamson with a local crew. Bringing this ship home is a big deal for Maggie, as close friend Shane McLeod knows.
Both of us started sailing with the Swan through primary school. The Swan is such a big part of the Shetland heritage, and Maggie's such an inspiration to a lot of younger folk. It's amazing to see her. I can't wait to see the smile on her face when she's coming into Lerwick Harbour here later on.
Being on the tall ships route this year is great news for local businesses. In 2011, it brought in an additional £5 million to the Shetland economy.
Right then, we're here, we've got a tea.
Cafe owner Gemma Tong is welcoming the boost now more than ever.
Everybody's put in so much work and effort to put on a really good, warm welcome.
Also loving the extra business is knitwear designer Joanna Hunter.
It's very exciting, yeah, to have tall ships back in Shetland again, and there's just a great amount of locals that didn't live here. It's back up visiting, a lot of independent tourists, and we've got cruise ships as well. It's just fabulous.
The Isle's rich musical heritage is also taking centre stage.
For a population of 23,000 people, the amount of music that comes out of Shetland is enormous. There's 70 bands, and probably 60 of those bands are Shetland-based.
As crowds begin to gather at the harbour, a familiar ship is spotted in the distance. After a fortnight of sailing so far, Island skipper Maggie and the crew receive a proper welcome.
What a fantastic day. I mean, we had a great sail all the way down. The wind was in the right direction, and yeah, what a welcome on the pier with all these guys as well. Oh, it's so special. You can't really, I don't know if I could sum that up into words. It really is quite a privilege to be able to do this, and really special coming back home with the Swan.
Three cheers to the Swan!
And 37 ships are now in the harbour getting ready to set sail again tomorrow at midday. Looks amazing. It's a bit like Pirates of the Caribbean, isn't it?
Yeah, just less piratey. But yeah, I know what you mean. It looks good.
Less Caribbean. It's the Shetlands.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, you've just heard from him. It's time now to welcome to the studio Love Island star Ian Sterling.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
I think we've made Ian's night.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You didn't even ask them about their film Seeing Double.
Have you seen Thank you to all of our guests
did you
tonight.
CGI your belly buttons or did you?
Going. I'll be back on Monday with JJ. Have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Sorry.
See you later.